We have now gotten to watch at least one episode for each anime in the spring 2025 season. What this means now is that YouTubers are scrambling to get their videos out telling you what anime you should watch. There are something like 50 anime airing, after all. And unlike the previous season, a lot of them seem promising. So, to add to what's already a saturated market, here are the anime you should watch from spring 2025, based on having watched 1 or 2 episodes from them. Watching 1/6 or 1/12 of a show is definitely enough of a sample size to accurately judge its quality, after all. We'll close the video with the sequels and spin-offs, because chances are that if you are watching those, you've already made up your mind on them from the earlier seasons. We'll go in alphabetical order, because that's only fair. Apocalypse Hotel. When we previewed Apocalypse Hotel, it projected semi-strongly thanks in large part to its studio, Cygames Pictures. And while we only have a couple of episodes to go on, so far so good there. It's a show about robots keeping a hotel afloat even after all of humanity has vanished from the planet. It manages to balance its tone perfectly, going from melancholy to humor effortlessly and without whiplash. In its first episode alone, we watch the robots suffer an existential crisis due to a missing shower cap, which is hilarious, but we also see the sadness when one of them ceases operation. It was nice to be able to include Apocalypse Hotel first on this list, because it looks like it might wind up being one of the sleeper darlings of the spring 2025 anime season. Catch Me at the Ballpark. The most surprising thing about Catch Me at the Ballpark is how much time it is spending on the ballpark and its employees. While its focus is still on the main girl, Ruriko, it's much more of a workplace comedy than a romantic one, at least so far. Each episode has been split into 3 segments, and they all have different areas of focus. A touching story about an older security guard mentoring a new one, a beer girl getting her first regular. There are a lot of stories to be told here, and they've all been entertaining so far. Food for the Soul. This is a PA Works original anime from the creator of Non-Non-Biyori, and both of those things should get you excited. It had a late start to the season and only has 1 episode out as a recording, but it was a good one. We have a bocce-light protagonist, a fun group of other girls, and a lot of tasty-looking food. The final few moments of the first episode were some of the funniest of the season thus far. While it's not an anime with particularly lofty ambitions, it sets out to do what it wants to very well, and it'll be very fun to watch these girls go about their club activities. Kowloon Generic Romance. Set in Kowloon Walled City, the anime approaches things at 2 different, but linked, angles. The first is the budding romance between our 2 protagonists. The second is a mystery surrounding the female lead, one that ties into not just the city, but that central romance too. It looks great, has a couple of compelling leads, and has given us just enough intrigue for both of those areas. There's a lot more to explore here, and the anime seems primed to do just that. We have a little bit of concern with how fast it's going through things, and the fact that it was announced that the anime will tell a complete story, despite the manga still being released. But as long as the original creator is involved, it should still be a satisfying adaptation. Lazarus. Despite having an interesting release plan, dub only released stateside for the first 30 days, Lazarus debuted with a bang and parkour. It's set in a world in which a drug has eliminated all pain and disease, but it turns out that it will kill people 3 years after ingestion. The doctor who created it has a cure, but he's gone missing. So, a team is assembled to track him down before people start dying. It's from the mind of the person behind Cowboy Bebop, and Nappa is doing the animation. That, alongside a very interesting setup, made it one to look out for. And these first couple of episodes have been fantastic. They look great. They do a strong job of setting the stage and stakes, and provide introductions to the characters we'll be following. All in all, it's a hit so far. A ninja and an assassin under one roof. While cute girls doing cute murder things isn't necessarily a genre, this is an anime that would fit. It's about a ninja who moves in with an assassin and they do murders together. The assassin kills, the ninja cleans up. And it's adorable. While you may get a bit of tonal whiplash from hearing the premise, in practice it works pretty well. The animation style that Shaft has employed keeps things cute enough. It's funny, it looks amazing, and while its ambitions are low, sometimes that isn't a problem. Rock is a lady's modesty. You've seen K-On! You've seen girls band cry. You've seen Bang Dream. Now you have rich, pampered girls doing rock music. Rock is a lady's Modesty follows upper-class girls in a fancy school who secretly like listening to and playing rock music. We haven't gotten a ton of the actual music yet. The anime has focused more on the school activities, but the OP promises to add a couple of additional girls to the cast and have them form a proper band. The anime looks pretty decent. It has a good sense of humor, and the two characters we've been following so far are pretty fun. And the contrast between the prep school and the lower rock music is an engaging one. It'd be nice if it stopped Yuri baiting and allowed for it to become actual Yuri, but anime is going to anime. Summer pockets. The important thing to have when it comes to summer pockets is patience. We're still introducing the setup and characters, so we'll have to trust the process. The good thing early on is that each character we've met seems fun, and that the anime looks really good. This is a two-core anime based on an acclaimed visual novel, so we'll just have to be patient for the payoff. These things take time, but the early indicators are strong. Witch Watch. There are a few anime like Witch Watch this season. This one is about a new witch and her childhood friend as they try to stop something bad that was prophesized to happen. But the tone is nothing anywhere near as grim as that suggests, going more for funny and comfy than dark and harrowing. The two leads are fun. There are several laugh-out-loud moments, and the animation is expressive. There's another, which tries to stop bad thing happening this season. Once Upon a Witch's Death. That should make most honorable mentions lists, but Witch Watch is slightly better. Yaiba Samurai Legend. There's been a Yaiba anime adaptation before, but like the remakes of Ranma Half and Urusei Yatsura, it's nice to get updated versions. This one is about a kid who was raised in the jungle having to adapt to life in modern society, all while training his fighting skills. It does feel a lot like Ranma mixed with Dragon Ball, but both of those are acclaimed series, and that's not a bad combo. So far, it looks really good, and considering the fights are a significant part of the show, that's a good thing. This is a WIT Studio production, so we should expect the quality to last through the whole show. That's all for the new shows. Now let's talk about the good sequels and spin-offs. It's not really worth talking about them individually, but here are the sequels that are basically as good as their earlier seasons. Aharon is Indecipherable Season 2, Black Butler Emerald Witch Arc, Fire Force Season 3 Part 1. I've been killing slimes for 300 years and maxed out my level Season 2, Shoshimin How to Become Ordinary Season 2, and Windbreaker Season 2. And don't let me forget about Go-Go Loser Ranger Season 2, even though it decided to be the last sequel of the season to debut. As for the spin-offs or other anime that are tangentially related to established franchises, but aren't necessarily sequels, we have 3 that are worth checking out. Mobile Suit Gundam G-Quax is giving us an alternate timeline, but with cute girls as the leads. My Hero Academia Vigilantes is set a few years before the main series and focuses on 3 underground heroes. And Uma Musume Cinderella Grey focuses on a horse girl we haven't really gotten to know before. All 3 of these had strong debuts. This season is pretty strong overall, and there are a few shows that show promise, but didn't quite make the cut. These might have a more niche audience, or they might have concerns that kept them out of the main list. These are the honorable mentions that, if they sound like your kind of thing, you should probably check out even though they are only being listed here. Can a Boy-Girl Friendship Survive has a fun couple of girls, but also feels generic beyond them. From Old Country Bumpkin to Master Swordsman had a surprisingly decent opening, but it's another look how special the protagonist is show. The Two Perfect Saint is the same way with its protagonist worship, while also adding on banished hero tropes as well. The Shiunji Family Children has a lot of cute girls, but also feels generic and has the whole incest issue to deal with. Once Upon a Witch's Death is cute, but could get repetitive if it doesn't change its formula. The Dinner Table Detective has a couple of dumb idiot morons in the lead, and that's pretty fun. It'll need some good mysteries for them to solve to remain engaging, especially with how many good mystery shows there have been recently. Your Forma hasn't quite found its footing yet, but it hasn't been boring. It's just dumping a lot of info. That's just about it, so we should be able to get you out of here in under 10 minutes, so that you can go watch some great anime. If you're watching any this season, let us know in the comments which ones. And if this video helped you decide what to watch, reward it by giving it a like. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.